Good morning. Yeah, I'm on my way to work now. I did a bit of a late start today, and yeah, who's the guy that you blocked? Is it like someone that you dated in the past or something? Oh, okay, so it's someone that you met last week. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Wait, was he born in the year 2000? Because if he was, that would make him 26.
Yeah, I know that you're working and driving and everything. Try not to distract too much, but if you need to message me, just voice message me, it's okay. But I'm so freaking mad that, he had the audacity to talk to me after ignoring me for days. And it was just so bad. He said to me I should be getting my own lunch, my dinner and everything, and then going on a date with me when I'm all dressed up, just to go for a night out, to see the stars. Lucky I freaking went on with it, because other girls would have said nah, we're not gonna buy this kind of fairy tale shit.
Fuck, sorry to hear that, man. Did he know you were trans?
Yeah, he's born year of 2000 and he's 18 of October, and he's from Pakistan and Saudi Arabia, which is, he's from overseas, by the way, so he's not a permanent resident like us. And he rent a car as well, and he talk a lot of crap, but he thinks that I was talking about my ex too many times. The reason why I was talking, it was just I need to have someone to vent to at the moment. I'm not talking about oh, I'm into him, because I just broke up with my ex-boyfriend Gio, which is the guy from jail and everything, and still, it was still fresh to me. Yeah, I told him I was trans and everything, and he saw my nudes, he saw my videos, I have a dirty side of myself, all that shit. It's just yeah, it's just I don't really care, because the trans part doesn't really bother me when I tell someone that, The part is when he has the audacity to say to me, oh, you should go buy your own lunch, especially going on a date with a man, because females, you know how we are, now these days, people say why is the man making the females pay now? It's coming to that point where it felt like that, It felt like I don't see male presence anymore. I feel like there's a female presence around me instead of a male. And was yesterday. I mean, the audacity when he told me that to buy lunch and stuff, it was through message the next day and rating my date with him, that he's rating me on a date with him. He told me I was the most prettiest girl he ever dated, he had 2 girlfriends in the past, and that was it. I was digging to his ex to see what he's like, just to see what sort of person he's like. He's been cheated on several times, and, it's not okay. He dated older woman instead of, younger woman, and he have never, ever had a younger girlfriend in his life. He had a Sagittarius girlfriend and a Pisces girlfriend, and both of them cheated on him in some kind of way, so... And was yes, and both of them cheated on him in some kind of way, so it doesn't add up, He got upset. He got upset because I didn't hold his hands. I was just trying to talk. I don't give. He got upset because I didn't hold his hands. I was just trying to talk to him like a best friend. A friend that's talking to him. And the thing is, yeah, it was really hard to, engage with someone that wants something more. And he knew what I'm like. He knew that I don't give my attention to people that quick, And I don't really like speak up myself to people, and then, you know, just like invite myself to give up free advice. I mean, like, just go on a date with someone randomly for food and anything. I don't do that stuff, you know, like, I value myself as a person, even regardless if I'm trans or not, you know. I'll disregard this and tell them wherever it is. I don't hide shit.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, it kind of sounds like he doesn't know what he wants. And also, with me, I always pay when it comes to dates and stuff. Because I was brought up traditional, and I was brought up in a way where the man provides and all that stuff. Obviously, if you're on a marriage and all that stuff, it's you help each other out. But when it's on a first date or whatever, the guy always pays. That's just how it is, you know. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I get where you're coming from as well.
The funny part is that we fucking talk for a day. Sorry about more swearing. We talk for one day, and the next day we go out for meet-up. He told me he never did meet-ups like this. Me either, myself, you know. Because, like, I was, like, trying to heal myself, and I need some, like, adventurous things going on with my life. And I took a risk to see him, because he could have been a stranger, he could have been a creep, he could have been like one of those kind of crazy kind of serial killers that took me to the lighthouse around like freaking like maybe like an hour or two drive, you know, to kill me. Who knows? But I took my risk just to see him. But yeah.
Yeah, I get that. In other words, you risked it for the biscuit. I understand. And it's good that you're going out of your comfort zone, and good on you for that. Okay, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't work out. But you know, I guess he was the wrong person to do it on.
Yeah, I do value the traditional, like, male kind of part thing, because, like, when it comes to, like, relationship later on, like, marriage part, yeah, because when I was living with Gia, it was like a marriage part in some kind of way. But I always expect him to be the man, because I said to him, even if you're on the dole with me, and you're having the same paycheck with me, I expect you to be more of a man, paying at least more on the side. Because at the end of the day, if I pay more, it's going to build my masculine energy up more. And I want to be in my feminine energy, not my masculine energy where I become like a bitch, you know, like a boss bitch.
Wow, I never thought of it that way. That's true. That's a good point. Good on you for that one.
Yeah, definitely meeting someone wrong is just like, because I don't really like meet up people randomly. And you know what's funny? Someone even asked me out on a date after like the next couple of Fridays on you know, busking and stuff, and he was like a really short guy or something, but he has the nerves to fucking come up to me and say, hey, what's your number, blah 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 blah, and everything. And I'm like, okay, I'm single, because I have to disclose myself. I don't want to be rude or anything, even though I was single, so I just go with the flow, gave him my number, just leave it off, because I just want to just have my own space and peace after my singing.
Hey, you got to give it to the guy. He took his shot. So, but yeah, you're not obliged to give anything anyway. You can turn around and say, hey mate, I've just been busking. Can you just please leave me alone? You don't have to give your number or whatever. Like, guys need to learn how to be rejected as well.
Yeah, so if people don't know, like, feminine energy and masculine energy, it's annoying, because sometimes I hate my masculine energy and I embrace my feminine energy, but then I have to embrace both, because I'm an alpha female at the end of the day. That's why I work with crazy dogs down a track, you know, like, I'm not scared of that shit. But the thing is, like, I really want people to know, like, who I am at the end of the day, that I'm not scared of shit, you know? I'm fearless, you know?
That's good. At least you're honest and you're upfront with it. So, You know, if people can't take that, then fuck them. Do you know what I mean? You're being honest with them. You're upfront with them, and they can take it as they will.
Yeah, but this is like after like singing and everything, and it was kind of like after when I finished my stage and everything, it was just really weird. And then there was a creep coming up to me with a baseball bat and saying, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm singing. Can't you see what I'm doing?" It was creepy at the same time because he has a baseball bat. You know, it was like, "Are you gonna fucking smack me or kill me?" Because I'm in the middle of the stage. You know, like I was freaking like open, like vulnerable at that time. But at least he walked off and, went off his own way. So, yeah, because it was kind of creepy with a baseball bat guy in the middle out of nowhere, sitting there looking at me singing. I'm like, are you targeting me or are you trying to hurt someone? Like, at the end of the day, like, they can't even tell who I am as a trans person or not, you know? But I don't really care because, like, you get, like, these stories you hear, like, okay, this person's trans, blah, 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 they get killed. It doesn't happen with me because I know how to fight. I have MMA skills.
Yeah, that sounds fucked up. And I'm glad that you know how to protect yourself. Thank God for that. But yeah, I don't know why he has a baseball bat. But at least he walked away. Thank God.
That's how I am. Like I was like born to be like honest, not lying, not faking things. Because my daddy taught me well to be like an honest person and a kind person who's loving and everything. He knows like I'm transgender and everything, and he loves it, and he's proud of me being a woman. He's proud of me being his first daughter of all kinds. Like my dad, he's like the best thing. He's like my best friend. My mom, she's like my worst enemy. I don't know how it's like, but people keep saying like the women always get along with their dad more than their mom, and that's true. Yeah, I try to like keep the distraction with him. I saying, "Hey, I'm busy," like this and that. Like I'm pretty smart in situations when it comes to street smart, like comes to talking to randoms and strangers sometimes. Like, but the thing is, like, I haven't been out in Melbourne for ages. Like, like I've been years and years and years and years and years, and you just came there to basking like twice in Melbourne, and the whole city is like all different and everything, and you just came there because you wanna build like an audience up there, like it was a risk taking, but it was worth it.
Yeah, not always. My sister are like best friends, and my sister doesn't get along with my dad at all. So it's not always the case. But I can see from the video that your dad looks like a kind person. I haven't seen your mum, so.
Yeah, sometimes like there's mummy and like daughter. Like I was a stepmom to my daughter, and she was like my best friend. And the other thing is like I have another daughter that was like my worst enemy because she likes being the boss of me sometimes. And she's very like, like challenges me at some point. Like she's handful with everyone. And then the son, he's very like nice to me and everything. He's just adaptable to me. But he's not very like close to me as much, but he's very open to me. I had a video with him, like with my interview with him, and he loves me. Like I always kiss all my kids, my stepkids, in the forehead before they go to sleep and pray to Jesus for them. Yeah, my dad's kind-hearted. He's been through a lot. Especially like he lives in a garage and sleeps in a garage. It's so sad. Like he's not living like a normal life like everyone else, like stuck in a room, cozy and have a heater and stuff. He sleeps outside in the streets, like on the garage, like inside the garage of my, uncle-in-law and everything with my aunt. But that's the Chinese side of my family. The Vietnamese side is different. But the thing is, like, at the end of the day, I just feel really bad for him, like, that he's going through that. But I just recently met him back again not too long ago because I am so busy with my schedule that I don't have time for him sometimes. But I really, like, love that he loves music like me. Like, I can remember his favorite songs in Chinese and then his English songs. Like, he loves, like, the Air Supply.
No, that's very sweet of him, and yeah, that's not good that he sleeps in the garage, but it is what it is, I guess. I'm just at work now. I'll talk to you a little bit later on.